everybody, Namaskara Yelrigu, Namaskar Sabiko. How are you all doing? I'm sure you all are doing good. Welcome to the luxury version of my fetish for perfumes. This is our part 2 video. I'm sure you all enjoyed a part 1 video because I got very good comments and many people have watched it, though it was a very lengthy video. I thank you all for watching it till the end. Also, many people have asked me to mention the names in the comment box because maybe, if they wish to buy something, I think it is my duty to mention all the details in the detail box, and this time I will definitely try to do that. Okay, so let's not take too much time and get into the luxury version of it, and this is something that I really love. So let's get started. Okay, ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಹೇಳ್ದಾಗೆ ನಾನು ಏನೇ ಪರ್ಫ್ಯೂಮ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ರು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್. ನಾನು ಇವಾಗ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ ನನಗೇನು ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲನ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಷನ್ ಇರುವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುವಾಗ ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಪರ್ಫ್ಯೂಮ್ಸ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಸಿ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಟುಡೇ ಇಸ್ I think none of them are from any retail outlet outside the airport. Everything is bought from the airport. Okay, so let me start with one of my very favorite brands, that is Prada. Now I have to talk to you about this perfume. I bought this from New York airport, that is John F. Kennedy airport in the duty free shop. Okay, now this is basically, I think Prada had come up with their a unique product line called Candy. You can see this here, and look at the bottle, it's so cute. And as soon as I saw the bottle, for me, I think more than the perfume, fragrance and the smell, what first I think anybody would get attracted to is the perfume bottle, right? It's so cute. So I thought I would just buy this only for the bottle's sake, because to be very honest, I actually don't like that much with regard to the smell that this has, this fragrance, because it is very rosy kind of thing, because I'm not a very rose person. But I think the bottle really caught my attention. So I basically bought this for my nieces. Back then they were so small. As kids they didn't know what Prada is about. So they were like, Masi, after some time they just came and gave it back to me and saying that you use it. I am like, okay. If they're giving back to me and it's a Prada, so why not, right? So I will mention the details about this. It's a very nice bottle, but not so favorite of mine. And I bought this because my nieces will like it, because kids usually like this rose flavors, right? That's when I got this for them, but I'm not a fan of rose. So this is Prada. Okay, the next one is a brand I think only people who travel, and if they have traveled throughout Europe and they know about fashion industry and designers, I think they will know about Roberto Cavalli. So when I was in Milan, in Italy people call it as Milano, I visited this cathedral called Duomo di Milano. So this cathedral is beautiful, okay? It's so stunning that you have to be there to witness it. Anyway, so I didn't get this perfume from the cathedral, of course. Right beside cathedral there is a mall, which is a luxury mall, okay? You will find your Louis Vuitton, and you will find your Prada, your Chanel, your Dior's, and etc. So there's this mall called Galleria Vittorio Emanuele. I think I've pronounced it properly. So this mall had Roberto Cavalli there, and again, what caught my attention is the bottle. Look at the color of the bottle. It's so like, wow, like I love this blue. I don't know what blue it is called, probably navy blue, I guess so. So it's a very pretty bottle, and it smells divine. I mean, how do I feel about the smell? It's very when you get a fresh fabric from laundry, and on that there is a kind of fragrance of the fabric, right? It exactly smells like that. I don't know why. I really can't explain you what exactly the smell is about, but then I can only give you this kind of explanation. It just felt that, really energized my mind when I smelled this. So this definitely is my, I can say, the favorite. Okay, so that's about Roberto Cavalli. I love to say it in that European accent, Roberto Cavalli. Okay, so the next one is everybody's favorite, Versace, and I think I'm pronouncing it properly, because you when you travel to Europe, you learn a lot of things, and especially we used to call it as Versace. It could be right, okay, but then when I travel and when I was in Italy, most of these Italians pronounce it as Versace. So this is again one of the best perfumes ever. This has that very that $1 billion smell, I can say. I have felt that people who are really luxury conscious people will never ever forget to buy this perfume, because this has that that oomph factor, that factor where you feel that billionaire kind of that feeling you get. And I think this is one of those perfumes. And you know what, I usually buy very less quantity perfumes, like 30 ml or maximum 60 ml. Reason being, I want to empty them as soon as I can, because I don't want to like stick with one perfume for long, and sometimes I become too stingy as well, that and especially these perfumes which are so expensive, you just tend to spray a bit, and you're like let it not get exhausted soon. But I think now I've understood that there's no point in keeping perfumes for really long time. You have to keep changing, because fragrances after some time, I think it does get faded. So this is definitely one of my favorites, Versace. Yep. Okay, so the next one is not a very well-known brand amongst commoners, but I can say again, if you are somebody who travels and understands luxury perfumes, then Elie Saab is one such perfume. Again, it's I think an Italian designer who curated this perfume. It's a very tiny bottle. It's called Girl of Now. So I'm the girl of now. This one is a little strong, okay? This gives me the vibes of Arabic vibes, not oud, but then it has a little bit of Arabic flavor to it. I think sometimes if you want those loud perfumes, then Elie Saab is one such. It's a cute bottle again. Elie Saab, Girl of Now. The next one is, okay, so this was my very recent purchase. This is definitely not from the airport, but I need to say that from the place that I picked up is one of the places that you have to go and shop if you have tons of money. I didn't have so much, but for perfumes I somehow accommodate. This was from my recent visit to Paris. This was on the Champs-Élysées. I think again I'm pronouncing it properly. It's Champs-Élysées. I think it's Champs-Élysées. Okay, so Champs-Élysées is a place, it's a street where you will find again all your luxury brands, and most of them are all made in France, made in Paris. So this is a designer called Jacquardi. It's called Mademoiselle Jacquardi Paris. Now we can say Jacquardi because J here we pronounce it as Ja, but I think in Paris in Europe it's basically Jacquardi. So Mademoiselle Jacquardi is again a very, very good perfume. Oh god, how do I explain this now? This has that very fresh flavor to it, like a very jasmine tinge to it, and yet it doesn't has that loud flavor of jasmine, because sometimes jasmine hits you very hard. This doesn't hit you that hard, but a very mild way. I think it's curated by Jacquardi, and I really appreciate this designer. This is something that you really have to buy, and there is for men as well. I bought the Mademoiselle. So Cardi. So the next one is Bulgari. Now again, guys, please do not judge me on my pronunciation. It is Bulgari. Yeah, it's Bvlgari, but I think here B is really not said loud, so it's B is silent. Bulgari, I think so. Okay, so now this is a gift from one of my friend. So he was traveling to Germany, and again, as I told you, people who know me, they know what to get for me. So he got this amazing perfume. Now this is very unique. Okay, this is just, you don't have a cap or something, you just have to directly spray, and I think I'll spray now because I need to tell you the this is another this is floral again, but again not a loud floral, a very mild and subtle floral. I really like it. This is not my personal purchase. Since my friend has got this, I appreciate that he got a good one for me. Thank you my friend. Cool, so let me move on. Now there is YSL. Now don't ask me to pronounce this. I think it's West Saint Laurent. Now this is the one perfume. Now you will be wondering, why am I having this perfume? This is for men. Okay, it's called Home. This is basically for men. You know what, I always admired men perfumes. I don't know why. I have this very weird fetish for men perfumes. This is so good that I think if a man sprays it on him, I think I'm gonna go fida on that person. It's that kind of a perfume that, every girl would just turn her head around and would smell if a handsome guy or any guy, I think, who is spraying this perfume, you will have your head turn around towards him. I'd be like, who's this guy who's smelling so good? Can I at least go towards him and, just tap on his back and say, boss, who are you? Whether you're good looking or not, but you smell terribly good. So I think this is one of those kinds, and sometimes I do spray, but I think not much. Sometimes. Cool. The next one is, oh wow, this is something that I really like. This is when I traveled to Singapore. Okay, me and my friend traveled to Phuket, Thailand, and while we were coming back to India, Singapore airport, everybody knows how beautiful Singapore airport is. And at that time, because we were coming back from an entire trip, so I was almost broke. I didn't have much money with me to even purchase anything, but I am me, so I would always want to at least end up buying one normal perfume from the airport, which I did. So this was not too expensive, but as soon as I smelled this perfume, because I think it was the least cost that I bought this, some 80 Singapore dollars, 90 Singapore dollars. Wow, this, guys, I actually am not a good person in explaining the fragrance, but all that I can say is this is DKNY Woman. I don't know if they still manufacture this perfume. DKNY is there, but then this particular brand, I don't know. How do I explain? I really don't know how to explain, but this is just amazing. You guys should, I'll put the details. You go, if you want to buy somewhere, and if you get it, don't miss on this. You have to buy this perfume. It's just extraordinary. It's not loud, it's not mild, it's somewhere in between, but it's perfect for me. Perfect for a girl like me, because guys, let me tell you something about perfumes. What are perfumes? Perfumes, yes, you smell good at the end of the day. You are the feel good factor. It releases all your good chemicals from the body. Yes, I do agree on that. But at the end of the day, as I told, if you smell good, you're also letting somebody know how your personality is. I think at the end of the day, your personality shows up as to what kind of perfumes and how you smell. I think that's very, very important. You smelling good is the most important, I can say. So because it reflects your personality to people, and I think this one perfume definitely reflects Maria Ashitha Crasta. So this is me, and if you want to know about it, I think you should go buy one of this. Okay, the next one is again, this I can say is one of my expensive buys in Paris again. This was at the airport. This is Lancome. Now Lancome is again not a very, how do I say, people who travel, people who know about fashion industry, then yes, Lancome is now coming into picture through their skincare line, their cosmetics and stuff in India. Very recently now it's becoming very popular. Now what I did was I got a nice palette, eyeshadow palette and a blush palette. Along with it, I saw this perfume right there, and this was the brand new collection in Lancome. One of the most expensive one. I think I spent around close to 180 to 90 euros, which is really expensive, like really expensive, but this is really good. This has a slightly oud kind of taste. Sorry, taste I'm saying. I kept telling taste because, you know, whenever we eat food and the flavor, when it hits your taste buds, you feel that, like, you know, that flavor, right? And that's when I say taste. The smell is slightly oud and slightly very modern touch to it, blending the European touch to this perfume. So I think Lancome is one of these best brands, I can say, and first time I bought a Lancome. It's very good, very, very good. And then everybody's favorite again, Coco Chanel. Now who doesn't want to buy a Coco Chanel? Again, a very expensive buy, close to 200 euros. This I got it from Germany while I was traveling to Erlangen, to my brother's place. This is from the Frankfurt airport, if I'm not mistaken. So this is also called Coco Mademoiselle Chanel Paris. Now all these luxury brands, I can say that, you know, usually they produce and curate a lot of mild perfumes, but this is one of their strong collections. And when I say strong, they're not very out, loud and it hits you hard. No, that's not that kind of strong, but a very pleasant strong. When you wear it, you get this shade of, your feeling of, this can be a unique sex perfume where a man can also wear it and a woman can wear it too. So this is one of those perfumes, and an expensive buy. Okay, so the next one is Givenchy. This is also from Paris, but I didn't buy it in Paris. I bought it in the US, in San Francisco, at the San Francisco airport. This is a pretty old collection of Givenchy. This is called the Pie, right? This logo, is it Pie? Okay, so Inara has told it's Pie because I'm very bad in all these symbols. Cool. So this is a Pie collection. Guys, this is super strong. Okay, you just have to spray, like, I think just once, and you will be like all out there. So this again is something that I don't want to spray now. I have also not got coffee beans. I think I forgot. That's when I'm not really spraying everything because I'm gonna have a terrible headache, which I don't want to. But yeah, you guys know about it, right? When you smell a perfume, wherever you go in your malls or everything, I think you should smell coffee bean. You should smell those coffee beans and then smell the coffee beans and then try another new perfume, because I think the previous fragrance which is there out there, I think it just vanishes with the coffee beans. I think it cuts the smell and then you can smell afresh. So Givenchy is again a little expensive brand, but I really like it. I used to always watch these English movies, and most of the time when these actors talk about any as such brand, right, I really have that manifestation that, you know, I should at least go buy one of them. And I think most of my manifestations have come true. I bought most of the best of the brands, at least in perfumes, I can say. But the rest of them, I still have to make a lot of money and tons of money to buy bags and shoes and wallets and watches, whatnot, which I will do. Okay, cool. So the next one would be a beautiful, I love to say this word, Salvatore Ferragamo, very Italian way. It's Salvatore, again, is a fashion designer who has a collection of perfumes. He has his own line. This is definitely floral, something that I kind of like and I kind of don't like, but I have a very more of liking towards it, because this floral is not very. Okay, so Salvatore Ferragamo is he's very famous in his clothing line, but I think perfume line he's not very well known. This was his new collection that came up, which is called Incanto by Salvatore Ferragamo. I love saying that, and that accent I'm just in love with, because whenever I travel and whenever these Italians speaking around English or something, you know, it gives me so much joy to just mock them. I'm sorry, I'm not really like, I'm not a racist here, but then I think it's very sweet. They have a very sweet accent, which you know, it makes you feel good. So this, I can say that, you know, not very floralish, but if you have to smell different flowers all at once, right, you might feel that flavor in this. I mean, I think this is the least I could explain out of all the thought processes that I could get. So this could be one of that. I can say it is a very blossomy kind of, because when a flower blossoms, I think in your garden a lot of flowers are there all at once, and it blossoms, and that fresh, you know, flavor or the fragrance that comes out, I think this is one of those flavors. Okay, so the next one is one of my favorites, you know, Rituals. Again, I don't know how many people know about Rituals. Rituals is still not in India, but it is made with a lot of Ayurveda ingredients. This is a US brand. Okay, and again, I got this from where? I kind of don't understand. Yeah. I got it from my recent travel from Spain. I was flying from Spain to, I think, another place. I don't know which place. Portugal. So at that time, I got this at the airport. I have used their hand balms, that is hand cream. I love the flavor of, you know, that hand cream, and this is called. See, it says Rituals, the ritual of Ayurveda, the ancient art of living wisely. Okay, now this has the flavor of Indian rose and sweet almond oil. Wow. Like, see, this product is not available in India, but it has all the Indian ingredients, and I think that is the reason why it caught my senses. This is extremely good, guys, extremely good. And it you know that it has Indian rose and sweet almond oil. It's a mixture of both, and this is basically a body mist and a hair mist. So you can just go all around your hair and spray, and your hair is gonna smell fresh. So this is so pretty, right? I like this red bottle, and you also have different flavors. You have this turquoise one, and there is white, and there is green. There's a lot, but I think this would be my top favorite. Am I done? No, I'm left with one. Okay, now this will not fall under luxury perfumes, but then I think I missed out doing it in my first part. So this is called Sugar Rush Blush from Aeropostale. So Aeropostale doesn't fall into a luxury brand, but I missed doing it in my part 1 video, so I'm gonna, like, you know, add it onto this. Now this is called Sugar Rush Blush by Aeropostale. Now how did I know about Aeropostale is because one of my brother's friend who was in the US came down to visit him. So he got a t-shirt and a small, you know, the tiny mini perfume that you get, the testers. He got too many testers of Aeropostale. The moment I smelled that, I was like blown away. I'm like, wow, Aeropostale has this very, you know, especially for men. I think this is a women perfume, but what I smelled was men's perfume. Again, this is a head turning perfume. So that was my impression about Aeropostale, and when I saw that in New York, I was like, wow, I need to buy one for myself, at least for the, just to feel that I have an Aeropostale, which now is very common. I think Aeropostale is there in India now, so you can go buy it yourself. This is okay, so I'm finally done with my luxury perfumes. Okay, this is my prized possession. Guys, I really enjoyed doing this video, but I also give a chance to my niece to ask me any question, one question about perfumes to just test my knowledge. Inara, you can go ahead.
Okay. How do you identify an original perfume?
Wow, it's a wonderful question. One tip that I gave you was about spraying it from a distance. Now this is a very important tip because most of them wouldn't understand whether it's a fake perfume or original one. Now I'm going to show you a demo. Okay, I'm going to show you with this Lancome perfume, because all of these are extremely original. I mean, like the original products. Okay, so let me go ahead with the demo with Lancome perfume, because this doesn't have any print on top of it, so this will be the best example for me to show you. Okay, so now what you have to do is, if you want to identify if it's original or not, what you have to do is just shake it up hard, okay, for like few seconds, 5-6 seconds, and then just see the kind of bubbles that you get. Okay, now the bubbles on top doesn't easily settle down. Okay, and you can also see that there are tiny bits of bubbles coming up, the fragrance bubbles coming up, and then they settle on top of it, and that doesn't go so easily, right? It doesn't like just fade away in seconds. It takes some time. Now if you find a perfume that is looking like this after you shake it up, then this is original one. It's a very simple tip, right? I can show this again for you. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Look at that. Right? Can you take that on close up, Inara? I'll show another one. Now this is Mademoiselle Coco Chanel. Okay, just check this. Can you see the bubbles on top? And all the tiny bubbles coming on top. Fade away like that. So that would be one tip from my end. So guys, it was wonderful recording this video for you guys, because this is something that I enjoy personally, and I thought why not share it with you guys. And yes, definitely I'm gonna mention all the names of these perfumes, and in case you get an opportunity to travel outside of the country or within the country and you get these amazing brands, never ever lose out an opportunity to buy one of them. Okay, so thank you so much. It was lovely talking to you guys, and as usual, my disclaimer, please watch all my videos till the end. There's a lot of effort that we put in making these videos and making it as interesting as I can. If this is a long video, please forgive me. I try my best not to do long videos, but I also feel that I need to tell a lot of things, right? So that's only to, let you guys know in detail and just not run through it. Okay, thank you so much. Please do not forget to watch, like, comment and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon for all the notifications of my videos. Thank you so much guys. I love you all. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರಿ, ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿರಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ನನ್ನ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರಿ, ಎನ್ಕರೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. God bless you all.